All right, ladies, welcome back to another episode on the Weight Loss for Women 40 Plus podcast with Josh. Let's get cracking. All right, I'm a little bit late on this one. Normally, I'm more timely, but holy dooly, it's been crazy over here. We've got tons of ladies reaching out. We've got tons of calls booked for our team. A lot of ladies inquiring for the program, what we do, how to get them unstuck with some of their challenges. And do you know why? It's because it's coming up into the warmer seasons. Now, you may or may not know this, but January obviously is very, very popular time for fitness, weight loss, getting in shape because January is the new year. It's a bit of a new leaf. Personally, the new year, new me crowd is a little bit annoying because they procrastinate until the last minute, but that's fine. We still help people out. But what I find, it starts to heat up and get pretty busy around this time of year as well. We're now in October coming into November because summer is coming close. It's getting warmer. People are wearing less clothes, so they want to look and feel their best. Now, that's a bit of a sidetrack from what I want to talk about today. So the main thing I want to go over today is it's chatting about goals. Now, not the fucking boring set a goal and blah, 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 who gives a fuck, that type of goals. I want to kind of really break down some of the mindset around why it is important to actually have a very specific, tangible goal. So the saying goes, you cannot have a path without a destination. Because where would the path go? If you don't know where you're going, there is no path. And if there is no path, there is no getting to where you want to get to. Most people that I talk to have a pretty general goal, but they don't have a very, very, very specific goal, or they actually haven't said it out loud to someone. Now, here's why I make every single woman I talk to tell me their exact specific goal. Yes, everybody wants to lose weight. Yes, everybody wants to feel more confident. Yes, everybody wants to be healthier. Now, the problem isn't that. Everybody knows that. So if someone tells me they want to lose 15 kilograms, I'm like, great, we want to lose 15 kilograms. Why do we want to lose 15 kilograms? And everybody also says, you know what, I want to fit into my clothes. I want to be a little bit more confident. It's just surface level bullshit. Come on, let's be fucking honest. And I understand why people have a hesitation to tell their real goals to somebody. A, because we think nobody gives a fuck. So like, does your work colleague care why you want to lose 15 kilograms? Probably not. Not really at top of their priority list. But most people have been invalidated in their life. Someone has made you feel dumb or made you feel small, made you feel insignificant in some area of your life. And for a lot of people, it is around their weight, their appearance, how they look, how their clothes fit, how they dress. And so you might have told your goal to someone, and it might have been 30 fucking years ago, might have been when you were a child. You said, hey, I want to achieve this. And someone said, that's dumb. Or that's stupid. Or they've said, you'll never get that. You'll never achieve that. So while almost everybody I talk to has the same surface level goals, healthier, lighter, fit into clothes, a lot of people haven't really spoken about the true goal that they want. And what happens is, because nobody knows your exact bottom of the barrel, honest to God truth goal, it's you have an excuse to not achieve it. If nobody knows about it, then you can't fail on it. But most people I talk to, I will get to the bottom of that, because I understand if we don't bring this out into the open, the likelihood of you actually being really fucking motivated to achieve this is not where it needs to be. Because I can tell you right now, having the goal that you have is not motivating enough. You might have had that goal for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, that you want to lose 5 kilos, you want to lose 20, you want to lose 50. Has that got you out of bed and moving forward? Maybe yes, maybe no. For some people, it's not enough to keep them motivated. So we have to really pull this apart. What does this goal look like? Like, tell me, what does it actually look like? And I want you, as we're going through this, I want you to just answer the questions out loud. Nobody has to be around, but if you don't speak it out, if you don't have the courage to speak it, probably not going to fucking happen. Like, we got to start putting this out there. We get a bit of momentum. And when you've spoken it out loud, you're actually telling yourself that this is important. Because I guarantee if nobody knows any of your goals, then nobody's going to know your failures. And it just covers it up. It just like, well, nobody knew exactly my goal, so I can't be ridiculed for the failure. But there is no reward without risk. You cannot get what you want, like the awesome things in life, the really important things in life, without a form of risk. No risk means it's not that fucking important. So that means if it is important to you, there's going to be risk. Now, you're going to have to risk a little bit of ridicule, maybe feeling a little bit dumb, a bit insecure, and that's fine. And I'm going to make people go through those emotions when I talk to them, not to make them feel bad, but I know as a coach that it has to be out in the open. You got to start getting this shit out there. Otherwise, it just stays hidden, stays covered up. You're never really that truly motivated. So like, yes, you want to lose 15 kilograms, but why do you want to lose that 15? And you might go, well, I want to feel better in my clothes. And a really shitty coach will just be like, great, we can help out. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go, okay, you want to feel better in your clothes. Like, what does that look like? Like, when you say better in your clothes, what do you mean specifically? Now, we're getting down into the nitty gritty. Oh, when I put on my clothes, like, I don't want to have, it's spilling out the sides. Bit of a muffin top. I'm like, okay, well, why don't you want to have the muffin top? Well, it makes me feel a bit embarrassed. I'm always trying to cover it up. I'm trying to hide it. I don't want people to see it because I don't want people to make a judgment on me. I'm like, okay, well, how would you want it to look then? Oh, well, I want to be able to put on the jeans that I want to wear. I want to pick any sort of clothing that I want out of my wardrobe, not hesitate, put it on and feel comfortable in it. And now in my mind as a coach, I'm like, all right, now we're fucking getting somewhere. Like, we're actually getting somewhere. The person who's telling me probably thinks they haven't told anyone else because they're at the risk of someone else's mercy. And some people are fucking cunts. Like, will just rip your goal down. It might be your partner, your friends, might be your parents, it might be your siblings. But this goal right now, it's important to actually get it out there. If you don't get it out there, we're not going to start this process off in the right way. And how do I know that? Because 99% of the ladies that we work with, they all have the same fucking goals. It's just like, yeah, lose weight, be healthier, more confident. I'm like, cool. That is the reflex response you tell everybody. Because if everybody has a similar goal, then it's okay. You're like, oh, well, the masses have the same goal. But that is not the goal. The goal is what is underneath that. Many, many, many layers deep. And this can be as specific as you want it to be. Like, you could be like, you know what? Like, I want to be able to, I want to be the mum that's not just on the sidelines with my kids. I want to be the mum that actually participates in the practice. I want to be able to kick the ball without worrying that I'm going to fall over on my fucking face and struggle to get back up. And then the kids are going to look at me. My children are going to be embarrassed by me. Like, if I could just participate normally, that would be the whole goal for me, because then my kids would feel proud and I would feel like I'm part of those memories. Like, you see what I mean, ladies? Like, this goal is important, but you have to be very specific with what you want, because if there is no destination, there is no path to achieving this goal. Because just wanting to lose weight is not powerful enough, because if it was powerful enough, you would have already done something about it by now. Now, mind you, it also comes down to the right coaching, the right skills, the right knowledge. You might have been trying. You'd be like, look, Josh, I've been trying. If you're not seeing the results you want to see right now, you're probably working with the wrong plan. Now, if you don't have a coach and you're trying to lose weight right now, there's your problem. You need a coach. Oh, excuse me. All right, we're back. My soul just left my body. So we've got to have the right plan. We've got to have the right motivation. We've got to have the right goal. And I mean specific goal. Get granular. And it's unnerving to be that specific, to be that honest with somebody. But I know, like I genuinely know when I get that goal of someone, it's almost like a sigh of relief. It's like, oh, if I could just achieve X, Y, Z, like that would mean everything to me. And when I hear that, I'm like, got it. That is the goal. That is the motivating piece. Because when somebody knows your deepest, darkest secrets, you have a connection with that person. This is why it's easy to tell strangers. But like, have you ever done this? You ever gone out on a night? You might have been younger, 20s, 30s, 40s, whatever. And you know, this is my experience. Like, you go out into the smokers area, you know, you're fucking 25, you're hitting the clubs, whatever, partying, and you tell some random person your deepest, darkest secrets, and it's therapeutic. You're like, you know what? Fuck this person. Like, I don't care. I don't know them. I don't care what I'm going to say, but it felt nice to get it out there. That's what it's like working with a good coach, like a really good coach. They're going to understand the depth of why you're doing this, because they understand the right levers to pull when it comes to motivating someone. So have a think about it. Like, literally, have a think about what it is that you actually want to achieve. Now I've talked to women that are single, and they're like, you know what? I'm a single woman. I haven't properly dated for like 10 years, 15, 20 years. And I'm a bit nervous, a bit worried about going out and dating again. Like, I'm not feeling that confident in myself and my body and how it looks, and that has got in the road of them potentially finding a partner, a life partner. So I'm like, the goals are so varied that people have. There's so many different reasons to do it. You just need to find the reason that's for you. That's it. It doesn't, like, don't just say, oh, I want something that someone else has. Like, fuck the other person. Nobody has like, at the core of it, everybody's goal's different. At the top of it, it's all the same shit. Everyone wants to lose weight. So have a think about what it is that you truly want and be honest with yourself. Say it out loud, write it down, put it on a vision board, put it in your notes, put it somewhere. But this is really starting the process of laying that path out. Because if it's too broad and you fail, you're like, oh, well, that's fine. You know, I've failed before. I generally find it's a bit of a defensive mechanism for some people. Not for any other reason other than people have just made them feel silly and small and invalidated for what they actually want. So you're less likely to tell the next person because you don't want to feel that again. But look, you're going to have to go through that process. And I think it's a very important part of becoming the character or the future version of yourself that you want to be. Because the version of yourself that you want to be, whether they're lighter, whatever, they've got a different mindset. They think differently. They have a different decision-making process. How they handle life is a bit better. You know, maybe a bit more optimistic, happier, you know, less shit going on. So that version of yourself has got to start somewhere. And it's got to start from where you are right now, taking that next step and start crafting that person. Now, if you don't know what type of person you want to be, then how are you gonna change from where you are right now? This is why we need to be specific and start laying out the path with the appropriate destination in place. Because, you know, losing weight might only be half the goal for you, but we need to know what's the second half as well. So ladies, bit of food for thought for tonight. Yeah, get honest on the goal, get specific on the goal, and yeah, let's kick some fucking goals. All right, lots of love. Go kick them, and I'll catch you in the next one.